And welcome back to North of the Broad. With me now is Jonathan Haupt. He is executive director of this fabulous Pat Conroy's Literary Center. And guess what we're going to talk about? Pie. Pie and an author and a book. About pie and about traveling the world.
The world. The whole globe.
So
yes.
Beth Howard is her name. Tell us about her background, and then we'll talk about her book.
She's really quite fascinating. This is her fourth book, and Beth had a tragedy in her life. Her husband passed away, and in her grief, she really devoted herself to some of her other passions, which in her case are cooking, desserts specifically, and travel. And those two things came together in this wonderful book called World Peace, which is all about this trip she took in 2015 to circumnavigate the globe, to take 3 months and explore obscure places all over the world and have conversations, very intimate conversations sometimes with real people living real lives.
And so is the pie, the eating of the pie and the baking of the pie, is that what draws the individuals to learn more about her? And so how does the pie weave into all of it?
Yeah, sure. Remember during the start of the pandemic when everybody was at home and they all started baking bread together, right? I mean, we're drawn to comfort food, not just for the experience of consuming it, but the act of making it as well.
Right.
So Beth discovered that pie, for whatever reason, kind of has this ability to calm people and bring them into a safe, comfortable space where they can have conversations that they might not have otherwise. That's been true in her life, and she sort of wanted to test it and see if it was true around the world. Pie's an interesting phenomenon. I mean, it goes back to ancient Egypt. Sure. So there's a history of pie or pie-like food sort of all over the world. And she thought, what happens if I go into homes, if I meet people on this road, which in her case is a road around the globe, and see what happens when we bake pies and eat them together and just have conversations about the world.
And so the book is it's a travel log.
It is.
About her travels and the pies that she bakes with them and the conversations. And as she learns about the culture and the country. And
people learn about her and her experience as well. So it's a dialogue every single time. It's beautiful in that way.
So what's exciting is she's going to be partnering with the Pat Conroy Literary Center and the Rhett House on Craven Street on January the 17th, which is a Tuesday. She'll be presenting her book, and she's going to be doing a demonstration of pie. Is she going to bake?
It would be a shame to talk about pie and not get to eat any. So there will be a sampling of pie to sort of kick off the evening. And then folks who register, which in this case is $25, get a copy of her book, tasting of the pie, and a demonstration too. She's going to make a pie for us that evening and talk a little bit about her travels.
Now, why at the Rhett House? Why is that a special
Rhett House has a really wonderful relationship with our Conroy Center. Pat was a big fan of it, Pat Conroy, when he was around. And a lot of the actors from the movies that are based on Pat's books that were filmed here in Beaufort stayed at the Rhett House, including Barbra Streisand and Nick Nolte. So year-round, the Rhett House is now hosting a Prince of Scribes travel package in partnership with the Conroy Center, and sales of that benefit us. So we host private tours here at the center for those guests, and they get to go on a golf cart tour around Beaufort. It's a whole sort of immersive Conroy experience. So the Rhett House has been really great to work with. This is a first for them and for us. We've never done anything pie-centric like this. But it's exciting, and we're a third of the way sold out. We just announced it.
I was just wondering how many people you can have.
We had immediately calls from book clubs who wanted to come together. So I think this is going to be, a shared experience, which sort of proves Beth's theory right, that pie is something that people want to share.
You're always looking for creative, interesting opportunities for the community to learn more about writing and books and novels. And so this just, and the partnership with the Rhett House Inn, it's just... good job, Jonathan. I think it sounds fascinating. It's very different and unique. I like it.
We've taken on such heavy topics lately, social justice and book banning and human trafficking in this very room. I think we've earned our pie at this point, right, Robin? So in January, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a wonderful, celebratory, fascinating conversation.
And we don't know if it's going to be the apple pie that he likes. Do you like it?
That's my favorite,
The Dutch apple pie?
But that's not your favorite.
No, I like cherry pie. Yeah. Well, happy holidays to you. And again, this event is going to be on January the 17th at the Rhett House Inn. Thank you, Jonathan. And thank you all for watching this edition of North of the Broad at this fabulous Pat Conroy Literary Center with our closing guest, Jonathan Haupt. Happy holidays, everyone.